standing there and stationing there until the sun rise is not good. It's better that just as before sun would rise, we stop making the dua and start heading towards Mina again. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now from here started reciting Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, and before sunrise he started heading towards Mina from Muzdalifah, and now he had Al-Fadl bin Abbas, his cousin, the son of Abbas radiyallahu anhu, riding behind him. And Usama radiyallahu anhu walked to Mina. On his way to Mina, a woman came to him and asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, my father is a very old man. He cannot sit on a ride. Can I perform the Hajj on behalf of my father? Which means, of course, now for future. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, yes, you can do it. Another person came and asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, my mother is too old. She cannot come for Hajj. Can I perform the Hajj on behalf of my mother? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, yes. Because if your mother had a loan on her, you would pay that loan on behalf of your mother, so why not perform the Hajj on her behalf? This is another loan. This tells us, and I won't go into details of course at all, but tells us that if anyone have not performed Hajj of our relatives, we are able to perform the Hajj on their behalf or have someone do it on their behalf, we should try to do that. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam then, as he arrived Mina, he straight away went to Jamratul Aqaba for stoning the shaitan over there. And over there, after sunrise, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam stoned the shaitan over there, and that is the time when he stopped reciting Labbaik, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. He stopped reciting it just at that point as he started stoning the shaitan at that point. So, from the time we put the ihram on, until, this is the ihram of Hajj, until we stone the shaitan, and the first stone of shaitan, that is the time when Labbaik will stop. No more Labbaik, that's it. The time is over now. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave a khutbah to people where he taught people all the rulings of Hajj, and he gave them instructions of things that were to be done after this point. And he mentioned certain words where people knew that in simple words he's telling us goodbye. He's telling us that I may not see you again. And that is the reason that this Hajj is called Hajjatul Wada'. Because of that khutbah and the words used in this khutbah. It's called Hajjatul Wada'. That where he's saying goodbye to people. And he's told them that I may not see you next year. So if this is the case, then you do this and this. So he's telling them in different words that this is my last Hajj. I may not be doing Hajj again. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to slaughter his camels. He had 100 camels to offer as udhiyah to slaughter on his behalf. 100 camels that he has offered at that time after his Hajj, and he sacrificed 63 with his own blessed hands. And as he's trying to offer them to slaughter these camels, camels are coming forward, and each camel is trying to be slaughtered by the hands of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam before the rest of them, and they are coming forward to be slaughtered. This was a miracle that people have seen at that time. He slaughtered 63 with his own blessed hands, and that is the number of the years that he lived. And he asked Ali radiyallahu anhu to sacrifice the rest of the camels on his behalf. So altogether he offered 100 camels. Today, when we offer 1 or 2 goats, sheep, lambs, oh, this is too much. It's too expensive. And let's try to find a cheaper one somewhere. Remember, it's an offering to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. we are offering it to Allah, not for blood, not for meat, and it's not really the money. It's the taqwa. لَن يَنَالَ اللَّهَ لُحُومُهَا وَلَا دِمَاؤُهَا. Allah will not take the blood of the meat of these animals. وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُهُ التَّقْوَى مِنْكُمْ. He wants to see your taqwa, your piety. How willingly you're offering this to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then of course there are wisdoms behind it. No time to go into those. After Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam finished sacrificing the animal, he called a Sahabi with the name Ma'mar bin Abdullah radiyallahu anhu. And the reason I'm trying to find all of these names from the hadith and mentioning it to know that who are these lucky people who got these great opportunities. Ma'mar bin Abdullah radiyallahu anhu was the Sahabi who shaved the hair of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam called Ma'mar bin Abdullah radiyallahu anhu, and Ma'mar had the razor in his hand and is holding Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's head, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam looked at the face of Ma'mar. He said to him, Ma'mar, look, a prophet of Allah is sitting in front of you, his head is in your hands, and you have a razor in your hand. Which means he's telling him, you can do anything. See how much trust we have in you. And Ma'mar radiallahu anhu says, Ya Rasulullah, this is a blessing of Allah that He has chosen me out of all of these people. And of course, it was a great blessing for him. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to him, start from the right hand side. As he finished shaving the hair on the right hand side, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave it to some of the Sahaba, and Sahaba are standing there. They are not allowing a single hair of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to fall on the ground. We cannot allow this hair to get on the ground. So they are getting it in their hands. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Abu Talha, now they're waiting for a permission. So he said to Abu Talha radiallahu anhu that, okay, go ahead and distribute it. And all the Sahaba started taking a hair of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Until Ma'mar radiallahu anhu finished shaving the whole head of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and Sahaba ridwanullahi majma'een distributed all of that hair among themselves. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Ma'mar to clip his nails also. So he did that, and Sahaba took that also, and they distributed that among themselves. In fact, we find in the hadith that some of the Sahaba who had those hairs, or some of them who had the nails, including Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, they made a will, when we die, put it in our coffin. Having the hair or a nail of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with them, of course, will get them something good for sure. At this time also, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made that dua for those who have shaved their head 3 times. Allahumma arham al-muhalliqeen. Again, Sahaba saying, wal muqassirin ya Rasulullah. It's not because they are looking to cut it short. It's because they know in future if anyone would do it. These Sahaba, subhanallah, they wanted everyone to get some blessings. Normally, I would think, oh yeah, let him make more dua for it and let everyone shave. Yes, they say we will shave, but at least let's have some dua for those who are cutting it short also. This is how generous they were and how great these people were, that they're looking for everyone to have virtue. So, after this dua, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, now he went to Makkah Mukarramah to perform the tawaf, which is called Tawaf al-Ziyarah or Tawaf al-Ifada. This is the most important tawaf of the Hajj. Without this tawaf, Hajj is not complete. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went and he performed the tawaf. The only wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that performed tawaf during the daytime was Salama radiyallahu anha. The rest of the wives of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam performed the tawaf al-Ziyarah during the night time. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went and performed tawaf al-Ziyarah over there. Now, after that, where did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam perform Salat al-Zuhr? This is the 10th. Where did he perform Salat al-Zuhr? is one of the most difficult question to answer if he did it in Makkah Mukarramah or he